Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer, and this is a behind the scenes of the Bald Explorer, or a day in the life, if you like, of the Bald Explorer. So I'm taking you into my inner sanctum and behind the scenes and what I get up to today. And at the moment, I'm using my GoPro 8. I want to see if I can get to grips with it and see if I actually like it or not. I've had this sort of yes I do, no I don't effect with it, which is a bit weird. So I'm in my study. I thought I'd bring you in here. It's available light, just got the overhead light on. It's a grey and miserable day outside. I'm going to take you out there in a minute. But I live on a busy road, which is just out there, in a Victorian terraced house that was built around about 1875. My desk is over here. I'll show you the whole room. My desk is over there where I answer emails and that sort of thing. My edit table is over there where I edit all my videos up every day. And as you'll see if I sweep round here, my fireplace is down on the ground there. Obviously on the ground. It's not lit at the moment because it's actually quite mild. And I have books all over the place and piling up on the floor because I do love my books. I'm going to take you round and through my hallway here where I have a whole load of logs all lined up ready for my two fires. One is the Essie and one isn't. This room, I'll turn the light on for you, is a mess at the moment. But this is the studio space where I do the Sunday chat and also the Vobes Show. I could turn the lights on actually. Let's see if I can turn the lights on for you, show you a little bit behind the scenes. There we go. First of all, there's two switches I've got to do. There's one this side. You'll see the place is absolutely chock-a-block with mess. Here we go, the lights. The lights are on. They're all over there. And one of my lovely patrons, Jeff Kellison, sent in these amazing neon signs that light up in the back of the Vobes Show there, on air and bits and pieces. I'm going to be getting ready later on tonight. It's Brexit Day. It's the 31st of January as I record this. And so my friend Mr. Suggett, Richard Suggett, here he is. He is the one in orange. He is coming over and we're going to do a Vobes Show tonight at 8 p.m. And because when this goes out, it would have already happened. Let's just carry on into my kitchen, which is just down here at the back. Originally, I think an extension that was put on probably 30 years after the house was built. And as you can see, I have a very humble house. I've got this French dresser, which is very nice and it's chock-a-block with stuff. A very simple little table. And of course, my wonderful Essie, which is here, which needs lighting, cleaning out and what have you. I do get a lot of dirt on my Essie, on the window there, because the logs, my supplier, I can't really afford to have kiln dried logs. They're incredibly expensive. And my supplier supplies them. They really need probably another 6 months to a year to properly season. But I can't afford to wait. Outside, we'll see what a muggy day it is. Just come out here, my wood store down there. And the back garden. I'm not going to actually step out because I've only got slippers on. The back garden is there and it's a whole load of wood under tarpaulin. Ouch, just bashed my elbow. So that's my little house upstairs. I'm not going to show you upstairs. You want to see the old bedrooms, do you? So I've got to go and nip into town and get some bits and pieces. I've got the lovely Julia coming over a little bit later. So we'll see how the day progresses. I just popped into the car here, as you can see, and I wanted to go and get some Calagas for the cooking show tonight with Mr. Suggett. If I take the camera around here, you'll see that down there is an old Calagas. Now I bought this from a place called Bunce's, and oops, sorry, moving the camera all over the place. I've just been to Bunce's. They moved from where they used to be onto an industrial estate. They're not there now. I haven't been there for a year. They've gone. I don't know where they've gone. I know the shop in town disappeared. It's an ironmonger's shop, and it's where I would get my supply of gas and bits and pieces, but they've shut. So I don't know where now. I'll have to look up where I can get some gas. That's a bit of an issue. I don't want to have to buy a whole new canister. I don't know if somebody else will accept the canister back, because I always got that from Bunce's, so I don't know. I've parked up now to go to the Range, which is a shop that sells a range of all sorts of stuff, from good stuff to some tat. I want to see if I can find some mugs which have Union Jacks on and bits and pieces for the Brexit show. So I'm going to go in there and see how successful I am. Well, I've been into the Range. I thought the Range would be one of those shops that would actually sell, you know, a bit of everything. Turns out not one Union Jack or anything on site. I was wanting a teapot really with the Union Jack, but mugs would be second best, but they don't even do mugs. So I'm now off to the lovely Julia's house to pick her up, and we'll have lunch and a discussion about what bits and bobs I've got lined up next week, and a bit of social media stuff. So that's the next thing on the agenda. Somebody's very hungry. Hello. Julia is here feeding lovely little Joseph.
Hello.
What's he got for dinner?
He's got creamy oat porridge. Creamy oat and apple porridge.
Oh, nice. Creamy oat and apple porridge.
Oh.
And what do you think? He says, throw it up. Dear, oh dear. And we've just had some chicken stew that I cooked yesterday. Made loads of it.
Absolutely delicious.
Was it all right?
Absolutely delicious. Very wholesome and fulfilling.
Yes. It's a godsend, that crock pot, actually.
Le Creuset.
Yes. It works very well. So, yes, but I discovered, of course, that I have got a cup with the Union Jack on it, or the Union flag, because as people keep telling me,
Union Jack if it's on the Jack Star
and
flagpole.
And the Jack is the flagpole.
Yeah.
And is the flagpole only on the ship, or is it any flagpole?
I'm not sure of that. It's clarification.
All right. Okay.
But otherwise, it's just a Union flag.
Right. Fair enough. Cool. Okay. Well, better carry on feeding the baby, haven't we? All right, Joseph, you got anything to add?
Wise words, my son. Wise words.
Wise. It's time for the school run. Can you open the door? It's because of the damp. The wood has. Oh, well done.
Yes, can.
Yes. I've got in my hand little baby Joseph down here, and somehow we've got to get
Wiggle out.
Wiggle out. Oh, there we go. Into the great outdoors. And sorry about the wind, but we're going to make our way to the car, and then we're going to pick up your son Elijah.
Yes, thank you for bringing me over for lunch and looking after me while my head pounds.
How is your head now?
Not too bad. It's still on there.
How was the chicken curry?
Oh, it was curry.
I mean,
Stew. It was delicious.
excellent. Right, I'm going to go and find the car and do the school run, whilst little Joseph is in the lap of luxury.
It's good having friends, isn't it?
There's 3 minutes to go. The studio is set up for tonight's show, and there is no show yet of Mr. Suggett, although he tells me he is just parking and he will be at the door. We have bits and bobs set up in the studio. You saw that earlier. Just been getting all of that ready. We need some hot water for what we're doing. We will have got some fish and chips. It's not a spoiler now because the show would have happened. And we're going to do some mushy peas. And down in this pan, just pre-boiling the water so that's nice and warm. In fact, I can probably take that off for the moment, and I've got a wooden spoon, and I'm just waiting for Mr. Suggett so we can actually start the show. I'm going to take that into the studio and bung it on the what do you call that? This thing. Immersion hub. No, what is it? I forget. There's something hub. I can't remember what it's. An induction hub. That's what it's called. So I'm just going to look out the door to see if he's there. And there he is. There he is. Look at that. That is brilliant timing.
Absolutely.
Fantastic timing. Well, there's Mr. Suggett. We could go and do the show. How are you, Mr. Suggett?
Very well, thank you.
Fantastic. Well, we don't have time, but don't forget to follow, like and subscribe and become a patron and all those things. But we've got to go and do a show. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
All I can say is yes, peace.